Introduction. The contract was complete, or was it? In the previous section, we discussed seller property disclosures and the importance of communicating material facts to buyers before closing. While disclosures are critical, experienced Arizona real estate professionals know that the residential resale purchase contract is rarely the only document involved in the transaction. Imagine a buyer submits an offer on a property located in a homeowners association. The property has a leased solar system. The seller has agreed to pay buyer broker compensation. The home was built in 1975. The property also has a shared well. Suddenly, the purchase contract is only one piece of the transaction. Additional documents are required to address the unique circumstances of the property and the agreement between the parties. These documents are known as addenda. Addenda play a vital role in Arizona real estate transactions because they allow parties to address issues not fully covered within the purchase contract itself. Artificial intelligence can help organize, explain, and summarize addenda. However, AI cannot draft custom legal language, create new contractual rights, or replace approved Arizona forms. Understanding this distinction is critical for avoiding unauthorized practice of law concerns while still benefiting from AI technology. Understanding the purpose of addenda. An addendum is a document that supplements the purchase contract by addressing specific issues, disclosures, obligations, or agreements between the parties. Think of the purchase contract as the foundation of a house. The addenda are the additional rooms added to meet the specific needs of the transaction. Not every transaction requires the same addenda. Some properties involve HOAs. Some contain wells. Some have solar systems. Some require additional compensation agreements. The purpose of an addendum is to provide additional information or establish terms that apply to a specific transaction. Understanding which addenda may be necessary is an important part of professional real estate practice. The additional clause addendum, one of the most commonly used forms in Arizona, is the additional clause addendum. This document allows parties to include additional terms that are not already addressed within the standard contract forms. Examples may include personal property agreements, possession arrangements, special transaction conditions, unique seller obligations, additional buyer requirements. Because this addendum affects contractual rights and obligations, agents must exercise caution. Arizona Constitution Article 26 allows Arizona licensees to complete real estate forms while acting within the scope of their license. However, licensees should avoid creating legal provisions that exceed their authority or constitute the unauthorized practice of law. Artificial intelligence may help explain existing clauses, but it should not be used to create custom legal language. The seller compensation addendum has become increasingly important in today's real estate environment. This form addresses situations where the seller agrees to compensate the buyer's broker as part of the transaction. The addendum allows parties to clearly document compensation arrangements and helps avoid misunderstandings regarding payment obligations. Artificial intelligence can help explain the purpose of the form and summarize its general provisions. However, AI should not determine compensation amounts or create compensation agreements on behalf of the parties. Those decisions remain the responsibility of the buyer, seller, and brokers involved in the transaction. The HOA addendum. As discussed in the previous chapter, homeowners associations can significantly impact property ownership. The HOA addendum addresses matters relating to association disclosures, governing documents, assessments, fees, and buyer review rights. Many buyers underestimate the importance of HOA documents until after closing. Artificial intelligence can help organize HOA information and create review checklists. For example, create a buyer checklist for reviewing HOA documents and association obligations. This type of prompt can improve buyer understanding while helping agents communicate important information. The HOA addendum serves as a reminder that community rules can be just as important as the property itself. The well addendum. Arizona contains many rural and semi-rural properties that rely upon private wells rather than municipal water systems. These properties often require a well addendum. The well addendum addresses issues such as water sources, well disclosures, operational information, maintenance responsibilities, regulatory requirements, and water availability concerns. Buyers unfamiliar with private wells may have numerous questions regarding operation, maintenance, and reliability. Artificial intelligence can help create educational summaries and buyer review checklists. However, AI should never replace professional inspections, water testing, or expert evaluation. The solar addendum solar energy systems have become increasingly common throughout Arizona. While solar systems can provide significant benefits, they also create unique transaction considerations. Some systems are owned, others are leased. Some involve financing agreements, others involve power purchase agreements. The Solar Addendum helps address these issues and provides important information regarding the system. AI can assist by organizing solar-related questions and helping buyers understand common solar ownership structures. However, buyers should always review the actual agreements associated with the solar system before making decisions. The lead-based paint addendum. Federal law requires specific disclosures involving residential properties built before 1978. The lead-based paint addendum provides buyers with important information regarding potential lead-based paint hazards. The form includes required disclosures, informational materials, and buyer rights related to inspections and evaluation. Artificial intelligence can help explain the purpose of the addendum and organize educational information. However, AI should never replace federally required disclosures or buyer review of the actual form. Using AI to explain addenda. One of the most practical uses of AI is helping clients understand unfamiliar forms. For example, explain the purpose of the Arizona HOA addendum in plain language suitable for a first-time homebuyer. Or, summarize the major topics addressed in the Arizona Solar Addendum. These prompts can create educational summaries that improve communication and understanding. The goal is education, not legal interpretation. Avoiding unauthorized practice of law. One of the most important limitations of AI involves contract drafting. Many agents are tempted to ask AI, write a custom contract clause, or create language that protects my client. These requests create significant risk. The unauthorized practice of law concerns discussed earlier in this course continue to apply. AAC R428-1101 requires Arizona licensees to perform their functions competently and professionally. Artificial intelligence should never be used to draft custom legal provisions that exceed the authority of the licensee. The safest approach is to use approved forms, follow brokerage procedures, and seek legal guidance when necessary. Broker-approved workflows. As AI becomes more common, many brokerages are developing approved workflows regarding contract forms and addenda. These workflows may include approved prompts, disclosure procedures, form review requirements, documentation standards, transaction checklists, and broker consultation procedures. The goal is consistency. When agents use similar processes, risk is reduced and supervision becomes more effective. AI can support these systems by helping organize information and improve communication. Verification remains essential. No matter how useful AI becomes, one principle remains unchanged. The actual addendum controls, not the summary, not the checklist, not the AI-generated explanation. If AI creates a summary, review the actual form. If AI explains a provision, verify the language. If questions involve legal interpretation, consult appropriate professionals. Artificial intelligence can improve understanding. It cannot replace the document itself. Conclusion: contract addenda play an essential role in Arizona real estate transactions because they address issues unique to individual properties and agreements. The HOA addendum, well addendum, solar addendum, lead-based paint addendum, seller compensation addendum, and additional clause addendum each serve important purposes within the transaction process. Artificial intelligence provides valuable tools for organizing information, improving communication, and helping clients better understand these forms. However, AI should be used to explain approved documents, not create new legal rights or draft custom legal language. The most successful agents use AI to improve education and efficiency while continuing to rely on approved forms, professional judgment, and sound brokerage procedures. Because understanding an addendum is helpful, but understanding the limits of your authority is even more important. Online discussion question 1. Why are contract addenda used in Arizona real estate transactions? Answer: addenda address specific issues, disclosures, obligations, and agreements that are not fully covered within the standard purchase contract. Question 2. How can AI assist with contract addenda? Answer: AI can summarize forms, explain general provisions, create educational materials, and improve buyer and seller understanding of transaction documents. Question 3. Why should agents avoid using AI to draft custom contract language? Answer: drafting custom legal provisions may create unauthorized practice of law concerns and exceed the authority granted to real estate licensees.